Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another video after the crazy episode 4 that we just got recently on AMC+. I want to discuss the episode and talk about how do we think this is the best Fear the Walking Dead episode ever made. Let's give our thoughts.
There's no way Padre's leaving it unguarded.
Why do you think I put it on wheels in the first place?
Those are the tracks it was on.
They are getting closer. I'm on my way to you. Don't you try and stop me!
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for Fear the Walking Dead, and in today's video we're going to be doing a discussion topic video for today. We're going to talk about episode 4 of Fear the Walking Dead season 8, and we're going to discuss the episode a little bit, talk about it, and kind of rank it with the rest of the best episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, and determine whether or not it is the best episode they have ever made. So, gotten a lot of your feedback, gotten a lot of your comments. We will be doing a Q&A probably like Monday or Tuesday or something. You can expect that, where we go over all of your comments, all of your Q&A questions, all that fun stuff. But I wanted to discuss in this video, do we think that Fear Season 8 Episode 4, King County, is their best work? Now, I've heard probably 5, 10 people or so at this point that have said, yes, it is the best episode of Fear. It's the best episode of the show. And then I've heard some people that just say they enjoy it, but, they didn't really specify. And some people that say that, there were some episodes that were better and this and that. So let's discuss a little bit here and go through my opinions, at least, on where I think this episode stands. Now, admittedly, when I watched this episode the first time over, when I first saw the episode, it was my favorite episode. I was like, okay, no, this is the greatest episode of Fear the Walking Dead. And I borderline still don't disagree with that statement, to be honest. I honestly still don't, in a sense, because in terms of connections and in terms of what I have with the episode, it just has more of a pull than any other Fear the Walking Dead episode does. Because here's the thing, right? And this is again, up to everybody's opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. But for me personally, I care more about Morgan and King County and Dwayne and, all these locations and all these things from the main Walking Dead than I ever did about the Dave Erickson stuff in the first 3 seasons. Yes, I just said that. Than the Dave Erickson stuff in the first 3 seasons. I think the Dave Erickson era, and I'm going to piss people off with this one, I think it is very overrated. It's good at times. It is. It's very good. Season 3 of Dave Erickson era Fear was very, very good. I agree. But I think people praise that a little bit too much than they should. I mean, honestly, I really feel like people overlook their flaws, especially in that second season. Their villains in that second season really lacked. And I really feel like a lot of what they were doing in the early seasons of Fear, some of it worked, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know how to adapt to the apocalypse, we don't know how to evolve and stuff like that. There was a lot of really cool stuff, there was a lot of cool things that happened. But I think people give the Dave Erickson stuff a little bit too much credit. I don't think it's the greatest thing in this franchise like people say it is. It's solid TV. It's good TV. It's not mind-blowing TV, if you ask me, but it's pretty good, But here's the thing. I never cared about the Dave Erickson stuff that much as I do with finding out what's going on with Morgan's son, finally getting an answer to that, concluding Morgan's story, which is what they're doing this season. Morgan, to me, besides Rick Grimes at least, is the best character in this franchise, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but I personally think that Morgan is the second best character behind Rick Grimes in this franchise. If it wasn't for Rick, I would say Morgan's the best, because here's the thing, Rick and Morgan, they started Walking Dead, they started this thing together, they're the ones that I had an attachment to when this show began. I wanted to see what happened to the guy that was trying to find his family. I wanted to see what happened to the guy that couldn't put his wife down and was trying to protect his son. Those are the 2 characters that hooked me with Walking Dead when the whole thing started, and they've remained my favorites, Andrew Lincoln, when it comes to his acting and his performances, same thing with Lenny James, and I think that's another reason why this episode is beating out all the Dave Erickson stuff for me, is because, Lenny James, man, I'm telling you what, when Lenny James cries or when he gets emotional or when he's, kind of going crazy and stuff, he pulls you in those scenes every damn time. It's so good. Honestly, I felt, you know, like emotional myself when he was walking up to that house and when he found Dwayne. Like, Lenny James really, really kills it. You can't tell me, like, even people that don't like Morgan, which unfortunately there's a lot of people that don't, you cannot deny that that actor does a phenomenal job. He does such a good job, and honestly, it's such a hit to the franchise that he's leaving, because he is so good. Lenny James is absolutely outstanding. And to me, besides Andrew Lincoln, he's the best actor they've ever had. He is absolutely incredible. He has such charisma, so many amazing scenes throughout the series, and every time you get to focus an episode on him, it's special. You know what I mean? And I think that's another reason why this episode is better than all of the Dave Erickson Fear stuff, right? Not only is he my favorite character behind Rick Grimes, so maybe I'm a little bit biased there, but again, just my opinion, he's my second favorite character of the franchise, so you're already going to have me, you know, interested, right? But think about all the episodes he has, right? And I consider these like the Morgan episodes of the franchise. The pilot, obviously, right? Phenomenal episode. Clear from Walking Dead, phenomenal episode. Here's Not Here, phenomenal episode. Bury Me Here, phenomenal episode. And then I'd say from Fear the Walking Dead, What's Your Story is kind of one as well, too. That's kind of another big Morgan episode. That one, in my opinion, is phenomenal. I love that episode. 401, A Fear the Walking Dead, that is. And 601, A Fear the Walking Dead, that was his next big one. That one was sensational. That one was so, so good. And then this one, I would say, is, you know, the next big one. And we're probably going to have one or two more major Morgan episodes before Lenny James closes the character out, which, if I had to bet, would probably be episode 5 and 6. These are both going to be major Morgan episodes. But yeah, those are all of the, like, main Morgan episodes that matter, and the main episodes where you get into his head a lot, and they're all amazing. They're all amazing, and I honestly have no doubt that his last one is probably going to be amazing too. You know, Lenny James is so incredible. He has such charisma when he acts. So many, you know, different, you know, face expressions he makes, and so many different things that he does that I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it. But the guy deserves to be rich based off the Morgan character. The actor absolutely deserves any money that comes to him. Absolutely. And anyway, point being, I think that this episode definitely, when I first watched it, it was my favorite episode of Fear. Now I would say, and I'm comfortable with this rating, and I'm comfortable saying this now, besides Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 1, because that still remains my favorite episode of Fear. That episode had a vibe to it that no episode will have. You know, Emil was a phenomenal villain. Morgan, you know, dressing up as Emil, killing Emil. Morgan Jones is dead. You're dealing with somebody else now. Like, yeah, no, that episode is not going to be beat. In particular, because I was going into that episode expecting to watch a piece of crap. I think we all were, right, after Season 5. And when that episode came out, I mean, it absolutely blew me away, and I know it blew a lot of you guys away as well. But with King County, I was kind of expecting a good episode. Here's what I'll say. Even King County, I don't think it's perfect. I think there are minor nitpicks you could make, like, you know, how did Finch get out so perfectly out of Padre, and minor things like that. But to me, at least, in terms of, I don't think it's the second best episode of Fear, because at that point I would have to consider episodes like Brother's Keeper, Sleigh Ride. You know, at that point, okay, objectively, I don't think it's the second best. But in terms of my favorite, because best and favorite are two different things. People get those confused. In terms of favoritism and in terms of episodes that I will watch more consistently, I feel comfortable saying that 804 of Fear is my second favorite episode of the show. Because here's the thing. I never really care much about Fear the Walking Dead, you know what I mean? But when it comes to Morgan, my attention is just fully there. It's at 100%. And to me, going back to the old Season 1 location, confirming Dwayne's death, you know, all the crazy scenes, bringing back the actress for Jenny to play the zombie again, redesigning the sets and rebuilding them from scratch, which apparently they did, by the way. Apparently the Season 1 house is not even used in this at all. This was a completely new house that they made for the show. And that is incredible. That is incredible that they redesigned it as good as they did, because it turned out absolutely perfect. But yeah, to me, it's not the second best episode, but it is my second favorite. That's what I would say. It's right there with 601. I do think 601, after sitting on it, is a bit better, but I think 804 is definitely my second favorite episode. in terms of, you know, objectively the best, okay, maybe like a top 10, you know what I mean? Like late top 10. But in terms of my favorites, I would say it's my second favorite. Absolutely. I have more of a connection with Morgan than I'll ever have with any other Fear character, and that's just what it is, right? That's just where my opinions kind of lie with this episode. I would love to hear in the comment section below, though. Are you guys the same as me? Do you think that maybe there are episodes of Fear that are better, but you favor this one more because of the attachment, you know what I mean? Because favoritism-wise, it is my second favorite. Objectively, okay, it'd probably be somewhere in a top 10, but you know what I mean? That's a topic for another day. But favoritism-wise, it's my second favorite. Best episode of Fear-wise, no, it's definitely not, but it would be in a top 10. That's what I would say about it. So, anyway, let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about episode 4, Fear? Where does that rank for you? Definitely write that down in the comment section below. I'm really curious as well, too, to see where people stand on that. So, anyway, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.